Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of the third season of Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan. So, last episode, it was really good first episode to a new season, really letting us know what we needed to know, like being reminded wise of previous seasons, like the Historia stuff with her backstory and her family situation. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more into that this season. I think they kind of made that fairly obvious how we're gonna get more into that. Also had some big things happen, like Pastor Nick's death by the military police, which Hanji was not happy about at all, so there'll be some vengeance there. And introducing us to a new character, Kenny the Ripper, who kind of made things pretty bad near the end there. So let's see how our gang manages to deal with that, if at all. So 3, 2, 1, play. And man, the look on Levi's face. Because there is some history there with this guy. This very unique guy. Yeah, when you're that cool, you don't need to change. And there's definitely some rage there. Man, I love this animation so much. And that it, cuts off at the opening. Although, one thing here that kind of goes a disadvantage for Levi is that Levi has really been trained to fight Titans, where this guy, we already heard about him basically being as having a serial killer backstory, so he's more, accustomed to killing humans, so that's a bit of a disadvantage in this fight. Also, you know, Levi does seem to be a bit blinded by his emotions. That doesn't help either. I wonder how much actual Titan battling we'll get in this season, because this opening really doesn't make me think we're gonna go on some epic Titan slaying adventures. It makes me feel like we're gonna get into character development and stuff. At least that's my interpretation. I could be completely wrong. Red Swan. Don't ignore me. uh, Looks so happy and carefree just running around as children in the pre-Broken Wall days. And Cinderella lost her shoe there. Pain. Itami. But yeah, with a title like that, you know it's gonna be a happy-go-lucky episode. Yeah, we're kind of trying to protect you guys, so don't go out. Not that it mattered in the end. Uh, oh. I mean... Of course it takes a little bit longer for Aaron to go down. Oof. Well, props to Aaron. I would have positioned myself to fall like that as well. I'm not even gonna lie. You gotta make the most of a bad situation after all. Oof. Of course they did. Holy sh... Oh no. Guns really are hardly fair. Yeah, clearly something's happened since you last saw him. Which I'm sure we'll get into it at some point. Man, I just love these shots so much. I'm just trying to eat my food here, and suddenly Levi just comes to the door. Yeah, we can't lose Historia. The show does not have a lot of cute girls. We can't lose the ones we have. I still remember Petra. Rest in peace. He definitely fits here. And he is definitely a character. Just eat that. See, you didn't eat it, so it just fell eventually. So much for hiding. Yeah, something clearly changed. Wow. The rat bites you? Yeah, this is not a good situation. Yeah, I do remember. I remember Levi's underground life. At least some of it, you know. As much as I can with my bad memory. So you have hobbies of killing titans, you know. No time for a drink, Levi. I mean, who am I kidding? This is the perfect time for a drink. Oh, that was nice. I was wondering how he was going to use the reflection. It was just a no-look, no-scope shot. And of course it's a bar, so it's gotta have, you know, a shotgun behind. Oh! Damn. Meat shield, activate! Oh, jeez. Yeah, never underestimate Levi. I also heard blood dripping, maybe. Mikasa, Levi could use some backup. Yes. I think this season might focus a bit more on human killing. It was someone alright. You totally take the hat. I doubt it. Well, if you don't answer, then it's implied you're dead. Poor old dude. uh, indeed. What is that dream of yours exactly? The dream important enough to kill Levi? Because I doubt it. Because Levi is very helpful against humanity for humanity to not die to Titans, so we don't want to kill off one of your best assets. Man, I think even Mikasa's a bit impressed. Because the only person in the show that can actually fight Mikasa on even playing field would be Levi. In a one-on-one fight, Levi probably would win, but it would be close, I'm sure. Ouch. I have a sword here and I'll shoot you with it. Well, rude. They're not gonna kill off Jean. Oh, maybe they will? What do I know? Somebody got shot. Information available public disclosure and they present omnidirectional mobile gear. This device. I cannot read that fast. Can anyone read that fast? Admittedly, I started later than I should have, but still. I try to keep it that way. Well, it was stupid to begin with. I know, right? Uh, really? I don't think that's true. Like what? How dare you try to learn things? Of course it is. Did John really get shot there? I have trouble believing that. At least we get to see what's up with Erwin for now. Yeah, be a bro, Niall. Yes. Doesn't look like it right now. Need some... I think we need some reformation in the government. Which is all you can do when the odds are against you. You, you okay? Oh, that face. Now we get to see what happened. Oh wow, Armin did it. Oh god. No wonder he's like that. I don't think Armin's ever killed anyone before. Oh. That poor abandoned horse. Yeah, let's not. But yeah, I guess that's what Armin was talking about, because I think Mikasa and Eren both have killed people before. But Armin has not. In fact, has Armin even killed a Titan before? I don't know. It sort of happened that way. Yeah. As soon as I saw that phase, that's kind of what clicked in my head. Armin, don't go down that road. It was a matter of that person being your enemy and protecting what's important to you. That's all you can do in this horrible world. Yeah, that is the price you pay. I mean, Jean's not exactly my favorite character ever, so I could live either way. If anyone knows about losing squad members, it would be Levi. Just seems silly to fight other humans when you have a common enemy that you all should be working together to fight, but it does happen anyway. Because humans disagree. Our little captive over there. Well, our captive over there. What does he have to say, if anything? I know what you are. Yes, that's when you were blocking the path. Yep. Yeah, when Mikasa was like, stop your selfish idiocy. Emo Reeves. We were just following orders that... so-called accidents. Yeah, we can try. You don't have a lot of options right now, Mr. Captive. Yeah. Yeah, what's the other one? uh, that's nowhere near as important as the first one, but okay. Thirsty girl. Don't eat Aaron. I don't think they'll eat Aaron. Oof. Oh. Oh no. Well, not a good day for you. Yeah, it needed to be this way. Sorry, dudes. We need to get back our hope for humanity, so. You're never truly safe in this world, so. Have valuable skills to have. Just solid life advice there. Human torture. Enthusiasts. And don't tell us just because his story is cute. We know it's more than that. Uh, the screaming. I bet they are. Well, good thing you don't have to be the one to do it. Yeah. uh, yeah, welcome to war against humans. Which I know is new to this world because it's always been about fighting titans, really. Oh god. Uh, how dare you? How exactly were those bad things? At least most of them. Use at any cost, apparently. Yeah, it sucks being on the other end of the torture, doesn't it? We'd rather get some real information out of you. Wow, what a baby. Wow. Wow, that's great. Yeah, keep going. I really would not fall for this if I was him, but he's probably been through a lot, so. Oh, okay. Just straight up out with it. That's good to know. I had kind of a feeling that was the case. As soon as I started to get into the whole race doing things they shouldn't territory. Ooh, really pretty sky shot. You kind of got some. Well, someone's confident. That would make sense. That would be him. That's Soria. Not the not the nicest place ever, but there's Aaron over there. And that was the episode. Oh, I was really confused for a second. He threw a rock at the legs and it splashed, but then I realized it was just water reflection. Oh no. I definitely like the CD better than Season 2 CD, there's no doubt about that. So that was the second episode of of Attack on Titan Season 3. And the beginning was great, obviously. I figured we would have an epic scene of Levi attempting to get away from Kenny the Ripper and his squad of elite warriors. And yeah, that's what we got. He attacked, he dodged, he evaded, he escaped the best he could. We just had lots of that amazing Attack on Titan animation along the way. He eventually made his way into a bar, which had a bit of a last stand against Kenny there. He ended up using the reflection of the bottle, grabbing the bartender's gun, and just bam! Just, yeah, that was actually a really smart move from him. Especially since Kenny apparently didn't account for the fact that there would be a gun back there. You can tell that this doesn't take place in America if he was surprised at all by that. And I felt like a while since we really gotten to see Levi really just show off his skills, so that alone made this overall seem really cool to watch. And Kenny himself is definitely a very fun, entertaining character. I can see him having an interesting dynamic with Levi, considering they have very different personalities, but we have heard that he did take care of Levi back in the day. I do remember a little bit of Levi's backstory, because I know we had some OVA or something that's showing him underground and with his old, like, family members or something. It's still very vague to me, but I do remember something about him being underground and wanting to go to the surface and, like, desperately fighting to survive down there. I do vaguely remember that stuff. So I guess Kenny was a part of that. I don't really remember if that was the case. Like I said, I barely remember any of that stuff. But the point is, Levi is a very skilled Titan Slayer now, and Kenny apparently went to a bit of a different direction, whereas he's more, well, now he works the military police because he has some sort of dream that he has not yet elaborated on, but I guess we'll get into that at some point. But clearly he sees himself as a bit more of an adult, whereas he kind of sees Levi being a bit more of a child, not quite understanding how the world works. At least that's kind of the impression he gave me. Okay, real quick, at 8 minutes 30, there was a little information pop-up I didn't have time to read, so I'll just read that now. Information available for public disclosure. Anti-personnel omnidirectional mobility gear. This device was developed not to exterminate Titans, but to directly counter ODM gear for use in fighting other humans. With speed exceeding human perception and allowing one to attack from blind spots, the device exhibits tremendous dominance in cities and forests. So yeah, basically confirming that the devices we saw here were specifically designed for fighting humans, as opposed to fighting Titans, which is what the ODM gear is for. Okay, so basically confirmation on that. Now the one scene we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger type deal where we heard a gunshot, blood splatter, and then we were just left to our imaginations for a while. What happened? Was Jean shot? What happened? And it was revealed that actually Armin shot the person that was about to shoot Jean. And our first hint about what happened was just seeing Armin, like, vomiting in the water, basically, because of what happened there. And I half figured it out when he made a comment about how Mikasa and Eren have experienced this. I didn't completely figure it out yet until we actually, saw it. But if I had given a little bit more time, I probably could have figured out what he meant by that. But basically saying, yeah, Mikasa and Eren have experienced killing people because at the very least, that one childhood incident when they first met and had to kill the kidnappers and all that. So, yeah, Armin had never killed anyone, though, so that was definitely something that was very mentally taxing on him. That's probably not the best way to put it, but it's one of those things where your first kill, it's going to be hard on you. And it was hard on him. But he only was able to do that in the first place because there was hesitation but from the person that was about to kill Jean. So obviously they did know each other, at least to some capacity. I don't think they really elaborated on that much, but there's definitely something there. So they did manage to capture a certain person, a certain somewhat important person. Demo Reeves. Basically, he's the guy that tried to push the wagon through the door in that one crisis very early on in the series. He was blocking the entranceway, people couldn't get through. Mikasa threatened him to get out of the way so people could actually leave and not die. That's basically what he's from. And they were able to meet to make some kind of agreements there. Luckily, after they talked with him, because he does seem like a reasonable person for the most part. Maybe not really a nice person or anything, but he can be reasoned with, basically, which is good enough for this situation. Now, we also had a scene where our characters were having a bit of a conversation about where they stand now, how they're basically criminals now. They're bad guys, at least from the rest of the world's perspective. Of course, as we've seen and very much demonstrated in this episode, there is a lot of corruption, it's a bad world to live in, really. Basically, they do anything at any cost at maintaining peace, basically, which does include just killing people that may have strange, crazy ideas that might challenge the status quo or whatever. So, like, killing this teacher for being too smart, kill these people for trying to build new technology that would allow us to escape somewhere else. Just like, are you people serious? But that's the world we live in, and yeah, I think being a criminal in this world is not actually that bad of a thing. Depending on the circumstances, because this world kind of needs rebels to maybe enact a bit of change. That can only really be a good thing. I guess we managed to get a couple other prisoners because we had a scene where they were essentially torturing Sanes for information. Very much reminiscent of what happened to Pastor Nick, peeling out the fingernails and all that good stuff, all those torture methods. Of course, Hanji's not very good at that because she doesn't have the experience that someone like Sanes would have. And they had a bit of a talk with him. Clearly, he feels a lot of guilt for what he's done. I'm sure he also does not like being tortured at all, but he's pretty strong-willed if he's, like, I think she got, like, all of his nails in the end, so, yeah, he's he's pretty tough, if nothing else. So they decided to switch up tactics a little bit. They decided to have a bit of a fake out with Ralph, their other capture. Basically having him read a script, because the quickest way to get somebody to talk is to make them think that the person they were with has already talked. That's really the best way to do that, because no one's going to want to get tortured for literally no gain. Like, yeah, that's why, you know, police officers would do that. Say, hey, you know, your buddy over there that you haven't seen for a while, he's sang like a canary. He already told us everything. So you might as well tell us. I mean, we already know all this stuff anyway. That's kind of the sort of thing they were going for here. And yeah, it basically worked because he straight up said that race is the true royal family. Now, there's definitely a lot of questions that come up from that, like why the charade, why are things the way they are? So hopefully we do get answers on that later on, but that does explain why the race family knows things that they shouldn't. You know, because apparently the government's very picky on who knows certain things, because apparently even just wanting to learn certain things is enough to have a target painted on your back, because just, yeah, it's a messed up world. Alright, there's one more thing I should probably mention. I guess this episode we had the reveal that Levi has the same family name as Mikasa, basically saying that they have some sort of family relation. Now, that's something that I was already kind of spoiled on, so I didn't really have much of a reaction to that. I don't really know exactly how they're related at all, whether they're siblings, which I guess is what I would assume, but I already knew that they had some sort of relation, so yeah, sorry if I didn't have much of a fun reaction to that, because I kind of already knew that. I didn't even know the show would have some kind of reveal for that, but anyway, yeah, I guess that was revealed this episode, so that's interesting. I do hope we get more details into that, because I would like to see exactly how, because I mean, they had similar circumstances. It does make sense that they would be related. But of course, it makes sense because both Levi and Mikasa are very, very skilled warriors. So, yeah, it's truly interesting. But anyway, that was the episode. So that's all I really had to say on it. I look forward to the next episode because this is a very good series. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.